Hi students, welcome to our channel Physics Concepts by Ali sir. In today's session, we are going to discuss one of the topic of heat from 10th standard. In this topic today, we are going to derive the derivation of Q is equal to ms delta T. And before going to derive the Q is equal to ms delta T, now let us see the procedure. This procedure we will do in two steps. In the first step, we will take two beakers which are having equal volume. Now let us take this is one beaker and this is another beaker. Let's call A beaker and a B beaker, and both dimensions are same, means both are having equal volumes. Okay, and in A beaker let's take 250 grams of water. In B beaker we will take let's take 1 kilogram of water. Okay, and in both we will place a thermometer, and the purpose of placing thermometer is once when we supply heat, how much change it is taking place. To identify or to measure the temperatures, we will place the thermometers, and afterwards let us start heating these two. Then let's fix one temperature, let's call it as 6 degrees Celsius, and let's find time also. Let's see the time, and once the temperature is going on increasing, we are supplying heat. Once when we are supplying heat till reaching 6 degrees Celsius, both will supply heat. Once after they reaches the 6 degree, both A beaker as well as B beaker reaches to 6 degrees Celsius. That time we will see that time, and we will find that then by means of the observation we can make one generalization, one conclusion we can come, that is the quantity which is whose have less mass, that requires less temperature, less heat we are supplying. More mass in sense more temperature we are supplying. So by means of what can we conclude? We can make a generalize that, and heat is directly proportional to the mass of the substance. What is meant by this directly proportional? There are the relations can be taken into the two ways. One is direct proportional, second one is inverse proportional. Direct proportional in sense, if let us take two quantities, if one quantity raises, the second quantity also raises. Okay, if one quantity decreases, the second quantity too decreases. This is we are calling as a direct proportional. Inverse proportional means if one quantity raises, the second quantity decreases. Okay, if one quantity increases, the second quantity decreases. That is inverse proportional. But here there is a direct proportional between mass and heat. More mass, more heat. Less mass, less heat. Okay, that is the first case. And in the second case, now let us take any one beaker. In that beaker, now let us take 1 kg water. In that one also, now let us place any one thermometer, and starts supplying heat to that 1 kg water with the help of a spirit lamp. And afterwards set the timer also to identify the time for every 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes how much is the change in the temperature, we will make a tabular form. So after a matter of some time, some particular time, we can notice that whenever there is the time is going on increasing, the temperature also going on increasing. Means what is that? Once we are supplying heat, the temperature also raises. Means more heat we are supplying, more temperature also it is. This one too direct proportional only. So consider, let us take this as second situation. We will combine these both, then what we will get? We will get Q is equal to ms delta T. Now let us see the illustration so that you will understand clearly how can it be. So before we discuss that, and two steps we can make it, and the first one is now let us take step 1. In the step 1, what we will take? Let us take two beakers. This is one beaker, and same dimension another beaker. Now let us take. This is a same dimension beaker. Okay, and afterwards then what we have to do? In this one, now let us place 250 grams of water. Now let us take 250 grams of water, and inside of this one, now let us take 1 kg of water. How much, Nana? This is 1 kg of water. 1 kg of water. Now let us take. And now inside of this one, place one thermometer. What is the purpose of the thermometer is to identify the change in the temperature. Fix it to a stand. This is a thermometer. And here also you place one thermometer. One thermometer, you also here also you place one thermometer. And this one too you fix to any one stand. And so then what will happen? This one is, it comes like this. Okay, right. And afterwards write what this one as well as this one. These two are, what are these, Nana? These two are thermometers. Okay, these are the thermometers we can get. And afterwards, and now let us supply heat to this by means of a spirit lamp. What do we call that? Spirit lamp. What do we call this one? This is a spirit lamp. So this part we have completed. This is the apparatus what we have to take. And now let us see the how the procedure will be takes place. Now let us write one tabular form here. And what do we call this one? Now let us take this beaker is a A. Now let us call it as a, this is a B beaker. So here is a beaker we will take, and a B beaker here let us take. Then here is a mass is, how much is that? Mass here we have taken 250 grams. And here mass how much we have taken? 1 kg. 1 kg we have taken. And now let us take the temperature. How much it is? Then we have to supply the heat till they both reaches 60 degrees Celsius. So this beaker water should reach 60 degrees Celsius. This beaker water too should reach 60 degrees Celsius. So how much temperature it has to reach? Temperature has to reach 6 degrees Celsius. This one too 6 degrees Celsius. Okay. Very beginning, once when we are about to start the heating, that when you are supplying the temperature heat. So what we are heating? We are heating means we are supplying heat Q. Okay. And that time itself just use the timer and find the time. You can notice that approximate time let us take, and once if it is to reach this 6 degrees Celsius, this A beaker water has taken 10 minutes. Now let us assume. And B beaker water how much will be take? That it will take nearly 40 minutes approximately. So what is the conclusion you can make that one? Did you notice one thing? And A beaker water consists of 250 grams, and to reach 6 degrees Celsius it is taking 10 minutes for example. And but B beaker water, it is consisting of 1 kilogram water, and to reach 6 degrees Celsius it has been taken 40 minutes. What is the conclusion we can make? We can make a conclusion that less mass we are supplying less heat, isn't it? More mass we are taking a more, we are taking a more heat, more time in sense more heat we are supplying, isn't it? And so what is the generalized equation we can make here? By means of that what we can make it is then heat is directly proportional to the mass. Means what? More mass is there, more heat is just required. That we can express by means of, this is we have to call it as a direct proportional. One increases, the later one also increases. One decreases, the later one also decreases. What is the letter for heat? Q is the letter for heat. That is directly proportional. What is the letter for mass? M is the letter for mass. Now let us take, this is equation 1. And here what is the condition? The temperature is constant both the cases, right? Here is 6 degrees Celsius, here also 6 degrees Celsius. So what we can take, this is that a constant temperature. That also we should write in a bracket. So at a constant temperature we can take. Got it? Up to this part, then here is a step 1 completed. Now let us go for step 2. In the step 2 what we can do? In the step 2, now first of all take any one beaker. In this beaker take water. Take water. Let us assume that is 1 kg water. How much is that? 1 kg of water. 1 kg of water we will take, and inside also we will place one thermometer. What do we call this? Is a thermometer, and let us supply heat to this one. Okay, and here now let us apply heat, and so here is then once when we are supplying, so here is also now let us write the tabular form for this one, how it will be changes. Then mass, how much is taken? Mass is a constant. Then how much is that? That is a 1 kg. So afterwards let's take a temperature. Very beginning temperature is how much is that? That is a, now let us take a very beginning when we are about to start the temperature, the operator's experiment, that time the temperature is a 10 degree Celsius. And here time, set the timer, that is a 0. Okay, up to this part then we did not start still the heating. Okay, about to start. Okay, when we are starting, now let us stop the timer. The time stop clock will start. So then what will happen? There is no change in the mass. Mass will be remaining same, and the temperature raises by 15 degrees Celsius, let us assume. So the time is changing by 3 minutes. For every 3 minutes you observe, and here is 3 minutes you observed, and there is no change in the mass, and so the next 3 minutes means that is now let us take the timer shows 6 minutes. That time it is consisting of 20 degrees Celsius. And afterwards there is no change in the mass, 1 kg only, and this time the time is every 3 minutes we are thinking now, so that will reach us 25 degrees Celsius. So here what is the generalization we can make here by means of these all data? We can make one generalized equation is then the change in the temperature is changing by increasing the heat. How can you know that heat is increasing? As time is increasing, right? Time is increasing means we are going on just supplying energy. Once when you are supplying energy, the energy is going on increasing, no? So the temperature also increasing or not? See, the temperature is increasing, and as along with the time the temperature also increasing. What generalized equation we can make here is then here we can write, and so here the generalized equation, now let us write here. What we can write? This is the temperature, heat. The heat is directly proportional to the change in the temperature. Change in the temperature. Okay, now let us write here. Change in the temperature. Let us write. So here heat is which letter? Q. Q is directly proportional to. Change is the letter which we are using. I will say explain about this one. This is the letter delta. Delta T we can call it as temperature. This is the word what we are calling as this is a delta nana. This is in the physics we are using to express a change. Whenever the change word comes now in the physics we can use that word. That is the delta word we can use. Okay, got it? Consider this is the second equation. And in the second equation, what is the condition is taken? Anybody can say is what is the constant in all the situations? 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg. And so what is that? And what we can take here is mass is constant. What is constant, Nana? Mass is a constant. Okay, right. Now let us take the next step, and here is that step. Let us write here. And here what is the first step we have taken? The first equation what we have taken? The first equation, that is Q is directly proportional to M. Isn't it? See here, Q is directly proportional to M. What is the second equation? Q is directly proportional to delta T. So these two are equations are there. LHS side only Q is there. So we can combine Q is directly proportional to M into delta T. And here on a simple uses of physics is whenever there is a proportionality is there, to remove that proportionality we will use any one constant. This constant is varying from concept to concept. If it is in case of gravitation, one constant we will use. If it is in case of Coulomb's law of force, that time we will use another one. And in case of here, we will use one constant. Now let us take that is S constant. Let us use Q is equal to S into M delta T. Then what is S? There is a name for S. This is called as a specific heat. What do we call a specific heat? And now let us combine this one. Now let us write a generalized formula. Q is equal to ms delta T. This is the equation what we have to get. Okay, and so here is a S also specific heat. Got it? Very simple equation, very simple derivation. This is a Q is equal to ms delta T. In this, Q is heat, m is mass, S is specific heat, delta T is change in the temperature. Got it? And in this way we can derive this Q is equal to ms delta T, one of the very important one, and you can write these all the steps wise you can write clearly, neatly. Okay, right. I hope that this session is very helpful for you, and support me Nana and go on studying. Wish you all the best.